Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Bert the Hurt and Lanny Legend. What do you guys think of that nickname? Let me know in the comments, guys. Well, we've got three stocks that could retire me, three stocks to retire on, three stocks to take you to financial freaking freedom, baby.
Smash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Holla at your boys, the Dividend Diplomats. We're going to be talking about those three dividend stocks that will help you retire. Those three dividend stocks that will grow your passive income. Those three dividend stocks that you can live off of for the rest of your life.
They say dividend investing is dead. I say get out of my way because it is far from over, guys, because these are three dividend growth stocks, like Bert just said, that can add quite a punch to that passive income stream, get you to financial freedom. And looking at my portfolio, these three stocks essentially are helping me get there. They're helping Bert get there, and hopefully they're helping you get there. What we're going to do on this video, though, when we go through the three stocks, we're going to take one stock at a time. We're going to look at the metrics. We're going to look at the yield. We're going to look at the dividend growth and the appreciation because you want all three. You want passive income. You want a growing passive income stream, and you want that appreciation with the stock price. I know you guys do, and we're about to deliver three stocks that do just that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the companies. We're going to look at their metrics. We're going to share how they perform in the Dividend Diplomats Dividend Stock Screener, which features on price to earnings ratio, payout ratio, history of increasing dividends, because obviously we're talking about stocks that you can retire on. So dividend growth is going to be paramount to that. And then lastly, that dividend yield is that bonus metric. Those that rounds out our stock screener.
And guys, these are all stocks that you probably have heard of, maybe not so much the second one if you're, an average person, average Joe out there like we were at the time before we started giving into dividend stocks. So hopefully this will actually help you as well on your journey. But you'll definitely know two of the three stocks. You'll see the commercials a lot on two of the three stocks. You'll actually
I
see
don't
one
know.
of
I
the.
think everyone's going to know all three stocks.
I hope so. That would
I'm
be freaking
pretty
awesome.
sure if we're talking about the same one that you think they don't know, I would be shocked if people don't know this company, but we'll find out when we get to that one.
Well, let's find out. Let us know in the comments along the way if you own it and if you agree that this is a stock that could help you retire on. First stock is the Duck. Bert, it's Aflac. Give me the Bert Aflac.
Aflac.
Boom.
Aflac.
Ticker symbol is AFL. And one of the big reasons why this is on the list is not because of the 120% appreciation over the last 5 years. No, 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 no. It's because of the years of dividend growth, because this isn't a dividend aristocrat stock. And Bert, the metrics are actually looking mighty fine in case somebody actually wanted to buy them, despite being up 32% this year, crushing the S&P 500.
Yeah, let's go through it. That PE ratio, price is 110. Their PE with earnings of 674 is only 16.37x. Yeah.
Pretty
Well,
good.
when earnings grow with the stock price, the PE ratio remains consistent. That's how it should work for a lot of these companies.
That is how it should work. Now, the dividend they pay is about 50 cents a share, a quarter or $2 a year. Safe as heck payout ratio below 30%, guys. So plenty of room to pay, plenty of room to grow that passive income.
That 5-year dividend growth rate is 12.56%, and they have increased that dividend for 41 years.
Wow, 41 years at 12.5%. Now, the dividend yield, because of that share price appreciation, is down below 2%. It's at 1.81%. But again, the complement of that 12.5% growth rate is perfect.
Yeah. And then that is the complement of it. It's below that 5-year of 2.34% to that yield. So beautiful.
Not a bad stock. Again, let us know. I own a ton of Aflac. To be honest, tens of thousands of dollars worth of Aflac
You
stock
bought it.
as I was looking at my
You bought it
portfolio.
early. You were very early on the Aflac train. So kudos to you for jumping in and riding that appreciation here. I own Aflac too. I just looked on my sheet. I moved the tab over 115 shares too. So I'm sitting on a pretty nice position of Aflac as well.
There it is, guys. That's stock number one that can help you get to financial freedom. Here is stock number two. That is actually a bigger company than stock one at 135 billion by market cap. A stock that actually trades over $500 a share. A stock that's also beating the S&P 500 this year,
Hmm.
growing, up 25% this year. Bert, what's number two?
Lockheed Martin, ticker symbol LMT. We all know Lockheed Martin, the defense giant. My favorite is when the government releases their contracts that they win. When you just get that news release on Seeking Alpha that says Lockheed Martin wins 10 billion contract, 2 billion contract, 5 billion contract, 20 billion contract, 100 billion contract. Lockheed Martin gets that consistent revenue from the government, and trust us, there's one budget that's definitely not shrinking, that defense budget. That defense budget always seems to go up higher and higher and higher.
Oh, it's true. Oh, it's damn true. Again, let's go through the metrics of Lockheed. Again, up 25% this year. $568.10 share price. Expected earnings 26.45, a 21.5 price to earnings ratio, slightly below the S&P 500 right now.
Interesting. Their annual dividend is $12.60. That gives you a perfect payout ratio of 47.64%.
Nice. So safe payout ratio, pays dividends, grows your passive income, guys.
What I love
Um,
about Lockheed and what you're going to talk about is the remarkable consistency of their dividend growth, too. Tell us, what is their dividend growth rate here, Lanny?
Yeah, so they've been growing dividends for 19 years on their way to dividend aristocrat status at an average rate of 7.7%, beating that high rate of inflation, guys, historically, year after year after year. Not quite 12.5% from Aflac, but 7.7% is nothing to scoff at.
No, it's not. And their yield is pretty solid too. It's at 2.22%. It's above the S&P 500 yield, but it is below their 5-year average yield of 2.51%. So 29 basis points below. I guess that's what happens when your stock just shoots up to the moon.
Shoots up to the moon, guys. So a complimentary, though, 2.2% yield with a 7.7% growth rate. That is a perfect complement. Again, really dig it from Lockheed Martin. That is number two, a stock that you can live, retire, and get to financial freedom on. But Bird, let's hit them with the fan favorite out there, finding themselves at every end of the street that you're on.
I'm talking the golden arches. MCT McDonald's, baby. Was this the stock that you think people have never heard of, Laney?
Yeah, I thought that they'd get it confused with Tim Hortons or Burger King.
No, I was obviously Lockheed. McDonald's, everybody knows McDonald's. Everybody knows the Golden Arches. You see them everywhere. And the unique thing about McDonald's, it's never empty. I never drive past a McDonald's and there are zero cars in the drive-through. That is the craziest thing to
Their ability to pick locations is perfect.
me.
Again, you might be kind of scratching your head because the stock is down 3% this year, really erasing a lot of the gains because they're only up about 1% from last year and only 32% over the last 5 years. But we've seen the cycles of McDonald's. In fact, I think I was buying a share here and there when they were in that 250 range. Now they're back to $288.66 because great companies don't stay down for long. Just look at what Starbucks did when they were at $70 a share. So McDonald's 288.66 a share, 1067 in projected earnings, 27 PE. So kind of right at the S&P 500 valuation mark right now for McDonald's stock.
Interesting, because their annual dividend is $6.68. Their payout ratio is 62.61%. Hair above our 60% ratio, but not concerned. There is plenty of room to go. We would be concerned if it was at 90%, close to 100%. 62%, they just a few extra fries. That's all. They gotta stop. They gotta cut that out. They gotta better measure those fries that go into your bag.
Exactly. Now, guys, they're almost a dividend king.
Ka-ching!
Having dividend kings is usually a good bet in your dividend stock portfolio, again, to help you reach financial freedom. This is one of our long-term holdings as well. Again, Bert and I both own each of these stocks. Each of these stocks are helping us get to that financial freedom. 47 years of growing dividends. Lockheed was consistent at 7.7%. McDonald's 7.8% average dividend growth rate.
Interesting. Their yield, similar to Lockheed's, their dividend yield is 2.31%. It's actually above their 5-year dividend yield of 2.18%, up 13 basis points.
Yep. And when you think about the 7.8% growth rate with a 3% yield, gets you over that 10% dividend factor right there, guys. Something that, again, very complimentary. You've got to love that, especially if you're a dividend investor trying to reach financial freedom from dividend income. Guys, again, down this year, up barely about 33% in 5 years, but 207 billion by market cap, the biggest out of the three here. These are three stocks that we think will help you retire on, get to financial freedom early on, and build an ever-growing passive income stream.
So everyone, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Is there anything else we need to tell these diplomaniacs, Lanny?
Yeah. How many stocks of these do you own? What are your
I got to ask you the questions.
stocks to retire on? But I think there is something else. I think it's you're either with us or you're against us, Jack. That was Bert, the Hitman, and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.